This is the most popular deck in Commander right now, and guess what? You can too. I'm Warren with Crackerjack Games. If you like cool cards and hot deck techs, be sure to like and subscribe. Now get in the comments and let me know your favorite Spider-Man quote, and let's get into it. We've got Norman Osborn. 2-mana 1/1, that when it deals combat damage, it connives. So he can get slowly more powerful over the course of a game. But more importantly, he has the transform ability for 1 in Grixis, or you can straight up cast him for that cost. And you end up with Green Goblin. It's a flying menace. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast, and it has Goblin formula. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. And of course, Mayhem just means you discarded that card this turn. So that's sick. The best commanders create card draw or mana. And while conniving is not really card advantage from card draw, it is selection. But since now we have access to them, it is kind of card draw. And making things cost 2 less, well, that is mana advantage. So all good. Definitely powerful. We need ways to discard cards though, so let's take a look at that. We've got Dak Faden, the greatest thief in the multiverse. His +1 ability is draw 2, discard 2. And he's ramp. You can just go ahead and take someone's soul ring forever, or something better if it's late game. We have Ghostly Pilferer that just has discard a card. Now that middle paragraph is also really wild. If you play Ghostly Pilferer really early, you're going to get to draw cards off people casting their commanders. I've been hunting, absolutely looking for a deck to play Psychic Frog in. So we're playing it in this deck. It has discard a card, get a counter. If you're around for the era of Rotting Regisaur, or Reggie as we've come to know him, you know the powerful effects of just discard a card in your upkeep. We've also got a way to make mana with Scourge Familiar. Discard a card, add a black. And then we need to take a look at some of the most powerful looters of all time. We've got Jace Vryn's Prodigy. The front side's what we're looking for here, but of course he transforms. And you get Jace Telepath Unbound, and it gives a card flashback in your graveyard. We've got Likeness Looter, and if you've never played with Kitza Otterball Elite, this thing is absolutely insane. It gets bigger, and it copies spells for 2 mana. Vohar's great too, and we get to play Chainer Nightmare Adept, discard a creature card, and you get to cast it, or another creature. And of course, we have Cube All-Star Angie's Ravager. It has Madness itself, so that's kind of sick. But also when it attacks, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. This is nuts. We're going to play River Kelpie whenever a player casts a spell from a graveyard, draw a card, and whenever another permanent enters from a graveyard, draw a card. That's nuts in combination, actually. We're also going to lean into Hollow One tech here. The modern deck had Burning Inquiry and Faithless Looting and Goblin Lore, which, I mean, essentially are all just absolute card advantage staples in this deck. Don't worry, there's a blue version as well. We're playing Careful Study from Odyssey. Now, if you can get yourself a Wheel of Fortune, you should probably go ahead and play it in this deck. Will of the Jeskai is a reasonable price exchange, but I would play both, honestly. Lost Caverns of Ixalan brought us Brass's Tunnel Grinder. You're just going to go ahead and discard your hand and draw that many +1 when it enters. And I think in this deck, you might actually get to flip it. So let's take a look at Teketland, the Searing Rift. It adds red, but when you spend mana from this card, you get to discover X. How about we just drop more cards in our graveyard as we go with Artist Talent, and maybe level it up so we have some ramp action as well. Now, if you've been with me on this channel for a while, you know my take on Search for Azcanta. You have to play it in your blue decks. It's eventually ramp and card selection. Those are both great things to have. Speaking of enchantments that are just going to gain us advantage over time, we've got Teval's Judgment, new card this year. How about making some treasure tokens? How about drawing some cards? And of course, if we can get stuff out of our land base, we should do that as well. So we've got Cephalid Coliseum, we've got Desolate Lighthouse, and Gyre Reach Sanitarium. All are great, all put more cards in our graveyard. That's card advantage ahead of our opponents. Everything we want. Ox of Agonis fits into this deck really nicely. You're probably going to discard it and then try and cast it for its escape cost, and it'll cost you some cards. But let's be honest here, discarding your hand and drawing 3 more is really going to be like drawing a bunch more than 3, don't you think? And we finally did it. We found the deck where this card matters. It's one with nothing. 1, discard your hand. That's going to be ramp, ramp, ramp for all of those spells. We're going to play Is It Charm to loot. We're going to choose Prismari Command as a card in the deck as well. Decaying Time Loop is really good. We've got a little payoff with Monument to Endurance. And another deep cut here. We're playing Attunement for 3 mana. Put this thing out there, but we have Return it to our hand, draw 3, and discard 4. Sure, this is no Bazaar of Baghdad, which if you can afford, you should play in this deck, by the way. But repeatable, draw 7, essentially, is going to be great. We have a sweet free spell with Lethal Scheme. We're going to convoke our creatures to destroy something, and then all those creatures connive, which means They all draw one, discard one, and ramp us up and put more cards in our yard. So let's help Norman help Spider-Man spin his last web. Let's use that graveyard to full advantage, just like Grixis can. And let's have a fun time playing the game. Hope this helps.